Hello guys, Geekception from Emmanuel here, and hope you are doing awesome today. Today I'm going to be doing the review of the Mi Note 2 from Xiaomi. Let's begin. So guys, we've got an official Instagram account at Geekception. Now, if you like and follow, that would be awesome. Thank you very much. And welcome back, guys. Now, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day wherever in the world you are. Now, today I'm going to be giving you guys my opinion about the Mi Note 2 right here, which is a dual curved display phone. Now, getting it out of the way, you guys can be seeing the specs on the screen right now. Now, after the specifications, which I shall be going, removing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's start with the display. Now this thing feels nice in the hand. It has this really, like I said just now, this dual curved display that makes it really nice to hold, and it is not even slippery. That's the added plus. Now something you guys must actually notice right now is the fact that it has, like a crack at the bottom right there, and this actually fell off my hand, but even upon the fact that it fell, it still did not crack the whole screen or the back. Is just that tiny little place there. Now going on to the display is a 5.5 inch full HD display, and because it's AMOLED, you get to enjoy it very deep blacks, very vivid saturation, and a very good wide viewing angle, which I really love, which leads me into the next thing, which is the media consumption. Now watching videos and on this display is really nice, especially with that 5.7 inch, which makes it a joy to watch and consume a lot of content. And believe me, I watch quite a lot of videos on the Mi Note 2 right here. So when it comes to the display, I really loved it. Now as regards to audio, there's the speakers as well as the 3.5mm headphone jack. Let me talk about the 3.5mm headphone jack first. Now when it comes to the 3.5mm headphone jack, in the settings, Xiaomi actually introduces some audio enhancements, some DRAC audio enhancements, as well as audio enhancements if you are using their own kind of earphones, which I really love. It really did make a difference. When it came to the speakers, I actually carried out an audio test, to test this speaker against some other phones. Check it out. And then coming back from that audio test, you guys definitely let me know which one, sounded the loudest. How did the Mi Note 2 perform? Please let me know in the comments down there below. Now, if you want a camera test in this review, you are going to be heavily disappointed. Partly because I already did the dedicated camera test for the Mi Note 2, which I shall be linking in the description down there below, and the card shall come out right about now, so you guys can check that out. But there are some things I did not tell you guys in the review I did, which I later discovered when I was using the phone on a day-to-day basis. Let me tell you guys some of them. Now the first one is the fact that the front camera has a very narrow field of view. So that means if you want to take a group selfie, for example, you're going to have to squeeze everybody in because it really is not that wide. So something you guys have to pay attention to is the fact that the field of view is not wide. Now the second thing is the fact that there's a huge crop factor when recording video. So when you open the camera, it's a photo mode, it looks like it's going to capture a lot of video, but the moment you switch to video mode, boom, you lose all of that. So something you guys should also have to worry about is that. And the third thing, which is not like a major thing, but because I like to shoot video most of the times, is the fact that if you want to change the camera settings from 1080p to 4K, it always reverts back to 1080p. So even if you put it in 4K, it goes back to 1080p after you finish using the camera. So that's something I really did not like when it came to the camera on the Mi Note 2. Now this phone is really beautiful, and something beautiful I love about it is the fact that the Wi-Fi Wi-Fi performance is really, really good. Like, it's one of the best phones that has Wi-Fi that I've ever tested or used in my entire life. So even in the elevators, even in, you know, there's an angle in my room where I sit down where it's not necessarily good. It was good all throughout, but there are some things I did not like the GPS, for example. Now, the GPS on this is horrible. I use the Nike Plus running app to, you know, track my runs because I run. And this phone, of the, I think, 7 days that I tried to actually track my run with it, it only tracked, I think, 2 days, and the remaining 5 days it would stop in between my runs. So I lost like 3 days worth of run. So yes, when it comes to the GPS, it's not something that I really, really like. So when it comes to this phone, GPS perhaps is not the best. Now, moving on to performance. Performance of this phone, at least with 6 gigabytes of RAM, is actually pretty good. So on opening on apps, on switching between apps, I had no problems whatsoever. And you know, storage here is also 128 gigs as well. So that is really good as well. But something I did not like, I would say due to the software, is the, you know, app management. So sometimes in the background, for a phone that has 6 gigabytes of RAM, it shouldn't be killing apps so fast in the background. So that's only one major complaint I have about the Mi Note 2. Another major complaint I have as well is the fact that this phone gets warm. Like around the camera side, even if you use it for about, I would say 15 minutes, it gets really, really warm. That, you know, after an hour or 2 hours, you can feel it. Like, you really can feel it, especially if you use the phone like me without a case. Yes, you feel it. So if there's something I do not like as well, it's that hotness. And I think it has to do with more software than hardware. Now, moving on to battery life, I come back to something I like about the Mi Note 2. And the Mi Note 2 here has superb battery life. I was getting about 6+ hours of battery life with the Mi Note 2 every single day, so I wasn't worrying about, you know, charging and stuff like that. And because it's you know, the Snapdragon 821, it has quick charge 3, so I could get, you know, back that power really quickly when I had to. So when it comes to battery life, I'm really, really happy with the Mi Note 2. Now, there are some other things, you know, like what do you call it, like the feel in the hand. I really, really love how this phone feels in the hand. I've said this I don't know how many times, and this is part of you know, maybe coming to a conclusion of this video. I like the display as well. The AMOLED display, you know, shines really, really well, and you know, the blacks are like really, really deep black. What else do I like? I like the, you know, quality of the phone. It feels really, really nice in the phone. But some things I do not like maybe include, let's say, you know, the getting hot around the camera. I feel the app management can be better. I feel the camera can be better, especially when it comes to software optimizations. And when it comes to the Mi Note 2, some of the things I'm starting to notice that I do not like about the Mi Note 2 is the fact that it has to do with software, not necessarily the hardware, because I think the hardware is more than capable enough. But when it comes to the software, I don't think it's something. Shoot, there's a sound I'm hearing right now. I do not know if this is going to pick it up. I hope it doesn't pick it up, because if it picks it up, that would really suck, because that means I would have to reshoot this video again. But hey, let's hope it doesn't pick it up. Okay, sorry, coming back to the Mi Note 2. Yes, the Mi Note 2. Yeah, I think most of the problems that plague the Mi Note 2 is software as opposed to hardware. So that's basically been it for my review. Now, when it comes to the price, which is one of the most important things, here it retails for about 2,299 Malaysian ringgit. I shall be converting that on screen right now. So do with it what you may. There are lots of competitors in that price range. I think you can even get a OnePlus 3T even cheaper than that price right now, the S7 Edge as well. So I would say there's a lot of competition, and while I do not take anything away from this phone, this is a really premium solid phone. I don't think there are many people who are going to want to pay that big price tag, especially for a Xiaomi device. I think this is not really their fault, but it is, because this is how they marketed themselves. But hey, you know, if you like the Mi Note 2, or if you're interested in the Mi Note 2, or, you know, let me know what do you like about it. Would you get it or would you not get it? If you're not getting it, what are the reasons why you're not getting it? Please let me know in the comments down there below. And coming on to my more, what do you call it, rating for the Mi Note 2, I would say I'll give this a, all things considered, especially with, you know, the build quality, battery life, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. A 7 because it's almost good enough, almost, but due to the software over hardware is where this phone falls apart. Now, that's basically been it for my own opinion or review, if you would call it that, of the Mi Note 2. What do you guys feel? I've asked for that so many times. Please let me know in the comments down there below. I really appreciate and love you guys. I am having to reshoot this again because I discovered the last video I shot, there was something wrong with it, so I had to scrap it all together. So hope you really enjoyed this video. If you do, Give this video a big fat thumbs up. It takes a lot to make one of these. A thumbs down if there's anything you do not like. You're permitted to do that as well. But please, if you're disliking, leave a comment down there below. And don't forget to take care of your wonderful, awesome, amazing self. And if you've not already, why don't you consider subscribing so you don't miss any of this awesome. Shall catch you lovely, amazing person next time. Don't forget to be awesome. Bye.